What is going on, RuneScape.com? It's your boy, Ojama Garrett's here with another tier list. In today's tier list, we're going to talk about how to get 99 melee, 99 strength, 99 attack, 99 defense, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about all the best AFK ways that I know how to. I'll kind of rank them here and just, you know, do a little bit of commentary on them, help you guys out. So before we hop into that, though, I just want to say, give me the HBO special, which is help a brother out, and subscribe, like, and comment on these videos, whatever, you know, if you like them or whatever. But if not, that's A-okay. All right. Check out the links down below. Okay, now that we got all that shit out of the way, let's hop right into it. So, AFK melee. Okay, you know, nobody wants to actually play the game of RuneScape. They just want to have all the stats, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even that. Like, AFK is just AFK. You know, it's just, when you're obsessed with RuneScape, you always be wanting to get XP whenever possible, so that this is, you know, how you squeeze that extra time out. And I will break down the worst and the best. So we'll start with kind of the worst here. And I believe it's going to be rock crabs here, and I'll just toss them in C. These used to be really good when I was a kid. Now they're kind of subpar. They're super crowded still, usually all the time, and they're not really the best crab to go to. Then I will slide up here. I think these are moss. I forgot what crabs they are. The ones that are swamp crabs or something. The ones that are in Mauritania, I think. They're a little bit better because they require a quest to get to them, so they're going to be a tiny bit less crowded, though you'll still see people at it, but at the same time, it's still not, like, very good to go. And I might be wrong on what a crab that is. I'm not 100% sure. I don't usually do the crabs. And ammonite crabs, is that Fossil Island, I believe? I don't know. No, it's not. I don't think so. There's, like, the Fossil Island crabs, these crabs, whatever crabs. But then I'll slide up sand crabs. These are pretty much the only ones I really want to talk about. All the other crabs are below A tier. They're just kind of meh. But the sand crabs are really the only ones to go for. And then you got Crab Claw Isle, which is a little bit better spot. Though the downside of this, and actually thinking about it, is because they are so heavily crowded. You're gonna have a lot of crashers and stuff like that. So it's just kind of annoying. So unless you're a pure, this is probably like your best. Unless you are a pure, this is not your best pick, pretty much. You know, in my opinion, for AFK. You know, there's like Nightmare Zone, but in my experience, trying to take a pure, like a one defense pure in the Nightmare Zone is kind of hectic. You have to really sit on top of it, and it eats through the absorption potions very good. But if you're just trying to make a max main, or like a Viral Watch alt, whatever, that's kind of who this is going to gear towards. People who are just like trying to just get the stats up to make an alt account, or they don't really care about doing things super efficiently. Because then I want to talk about Slayer. And Slayer is not super trash for doing AFK. There's a lot of like aggression, like aggro tasks that you can do, like with the ones Neve, whatever the heck her name is. It really starts to give you a lot more aggressive ones, so you can kind of just try to chill and, you know, pray pot and just chuck a cannon down or whatever you want to do, and then it's just, you know, it's pretty AFK. Slayer is not bad, but it's not like, I don't know. Actually, you know, nah, I don't know. It requires a lot of commitment for you to actually make it AFK, so it's not as brain dead as all these other things could be. Like, Slayer is arguably better for doing melee because, you know, it's technically more efficient to get your melee, because by the time you get 99 Slayer, you should have like 99 everything, whatever. That's what people say, but I don't know. It's not as AFK. So we got Bandits here. That's going to be A tier. And Justicar. Armor, you can pretty much just like set and forget and then just reset your time every time you aggro off, and it's really good DPS, or they have good health. It's really good XP per hour or whatever. Now we have, oh, this one's going to be kind of quick. We have cannoning just in general. So like you can cannon like the crabs and stuff, and then that's pretty good. It's just a little bit more expensive, but it is decently AFK. It'll keep you aggroed or whatever. For a while. You just have to run away and run back to reset the crabs every once in a while, but you can go to like spots where like giants, or I don't know, like cannoning Slayer, like I was saying before, it's going to give you really, really good or, you know, decently good AFK boldness. So now I got all the crap out of the way. I want to talk about the 3 S tiers here. Okay. So the first one's gonna be Dharok bombing. This is pretty good for AFK in terms of like if you want, like it's the least AFK of the 3 we're going to talk about here, but it is very good XP rates for how AFK it is. Dharok bombing is where you take a rock cake and then go to the Nightmare Zone and you get yourself some easy bosses, or even hard bosses I think you can do, or whatever. I don't remember, but I just do easy bosses just because I don't, the way I do it is different. But anyway, I will be releasing a specific guide to Nightmare Zone and how I can get your account to max melee, max range, and max mage in 5 weeks, I believe it is. I'll have to redo the map, but if you just follow my guide, my literal guide or whatever, which I will be working on soon, and and getting that out there, you will be able to max your stats with relatively low input costs and stuff like that. And there's a couple tricks I've done too that'll make it a little bit different than other people's Nightmare Zone guides, I believe. Anyway, it's going to be specifically for building alts and stuff like that. So just be on the lookout for that if you're interested in that. So Dharok bonding is really good, but you know, you still have to maintain 1 HP, whatever, you know, you have to kind of watch it. It's still, but it's still pretty AFK. It's really easy to just zone out and just get like 100 to 120k XP per hour, I believe. If I don't remember correctly, don't quote me. But yeah, you use the rock cake, eat down, Dharok passive effect with overload potions or super combat potions, whatever you want to use. Super combat potions are more AFK and it's pretty good. Overload potions just give you a lot, you know, it's just technically the most efficient in terms of stats or something like that. But super combat potions are pretty good. They get the job done. Anyway, now moving on. What's going to be even better than that is going to be this gear setup here. Essentially, this is what it is. I know somebody asked about this in another video, but essentially, so you want to maximize crush defense, and then there's like a certain set of bosses that you'll use that really optimize well with this. So this is the budget version I got, but then the upgrades to this would be, I'll list the items first. So you have Dragon Medium Helm, you have the Amulet of Fury, Obsidian Cape, Dragon Chain Body, Dragon Plate Legs, Dragon Boots, Granite Gloves, Rune Kite Shield, the Steel Ring, it's the newer item. I don't remember, something Ring of Steel or something like that. It's like, it's really cheap, but it's got the highest crush defense in the game, and now it's no longer, like now you don't have to drop 10 mil or 15 mil on a Ring of Suffering, whatever it's at now. I don't remember, I haven't bought one for a while. So this setup will get you pretty close to 300 crush defense, and then you'll be able to go to Nightmare Zone and literally be able to do the whole 6 hours with just absorptions. And if you want to take in like combat potion to be super cheap, make it like whatever, but you can use super combat potions too, just to, you know, get a little bit more XP per hour. But it's, you know, it's totally, don't need it, whatever, you know, it'll make it go a little bit faster. But for how AFK this is, it doesn't fucking, who cares? I don't think so. Anyway, this setup right here will get you 6 hours every single time, no problem, with just absorption potions. Oh, and eating down with a rock cake. So you need rock cake, absorption potions, eat down, whatever, or a locator orb, whatever you want to use, whatever you use to destroy your health. There's other items to do it too. So anyway, so then, and the dagger here is the Obsidian Dagger. So then this is for strength, specifically strength, okay? And then for the rest of your melee, the second loadout here, which I think is the best, because if you're going to make an alt with 99s for Firewatch, let's say, or whatever alt camping, like Corp, DPS account, your Bandos alt, whatever you want it is, you know, a max main, whatever, I don't know, whatever you're doing for, you just want to get 99. This is the best way, I think, to get 99 melee, and that is essentially using the exact same loadout here as the one I was just talking about before, and just putting in an Abyssal Whip. The Abyssal Whip, you put that on controlled, 80k XP an hour, slap it all the way up to 99, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Once you get 70 attack, it is a easy peasy. So okay, I will say this, and I'll include this in the guide too, and then I'll talk about upgrades, sorry, how you can upgrade this to make this a little bit more tanky without breaking your bank. The reason why it's better than Dharok's, first off, it's a lot more AFK, and then you don't have to pay the maintenance cost of the Dharok's armor, because like now you will just profit with all of your AFK on top of it too, because like on my main account, I have like 10 million points just from getting something to 99, I don't remember. I just been AFK and in there, so like just got 10 million points. I think, I don't remember how many herb boxes that comes out to, but I could just, if I really wanted to, just to utilize it, I could set up in the Nightmare Zone and just like check with my phone and stuff like that with the remote desktop, and then just keep myself logged in, and just keep banking the points up. But all 4 of my mains did this all the way to 99s, with a couple tricks to make it even cheaper and less or more effective per account you're making. I wouldn't start this method until you get base 40s at least. Okay, so I mean, you could probably technically do it with just even less than that. Maybe that would be a fun little video to do as well, like how effective is Nightmare Zone at from level 1, etc. I don't know. Maybe, you know, I'll go in, what's the fastest way to 99 melee or whatever using Nightmare Zone? I don't know. Fastest way to 99 probably is Nightmare Zone, but still, it's still good. But anyway, now for upgrades. I think I rambled a little bit too much there. So like, the Dragon, it's pretty good. The Dragon stuff's pretty good. You can get a Dragon Plate Body. I think that might actually have less crush defense. I'm not 100% sure. Like the super expensive upgrades would be like Justicar, obviously, but like just an easy upgrade would be like a fire cape for the strength bonus. What is it? There's like a prayer shield. I forget what it's called. It's like 150k or 200k. It's like nothing, but it just requires a lot of prayer to use, but it has a lot more crush defense. The other big upgrades would be going to guardian boots on your boots here. That'll give you your dragon boots. I think it'll give you like plus 10 more crush defense. And then the next one would be like Barrow's Clubs. Those would be like easy upgrades to make it just like super thick, like over 300 plus. And there you have it. We have the list of the best AFK melee tier listing. Okay. I figured this would. I didn't think this would only take 10 minutes, but yeah. So again, check out the links down below. Hope you guys learn a little bit here. Like I said, there's gonna be a guide for the Nightmare Zone. I'm gonna make that specifically. It's gonna be a little bit more just in depth and stuff like that. Or maybe I'll make that a Patreon or members video or whatever. I don't know. Whatever people would want. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it a video. Why not? Fuck it. But yeah. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.